Good evening, everyone in here. Looks like we got Mike in here. I'm not sure who else might have tuned in. Mike, welcome in. It's been a couple weeks since we've got to enjoy a funky break. Once again, as I always, wanted to thank you guys. This will be my first time opening both Luminance and Score. I wouldn't say there is high on my radar to say like, hey, I finally broke Score hobby, but I mean, we should find 4 autographs here and 3 in here, so just getting 7 autos or potentially 7 autos of this new class will be really cool. I looked at the checklist a little bit for Luminance, and it looked like a pretty good chunk of the class. Like the notable ones are on there. I haven't looked at the Score list. I'm probably not going to send the majority of the base cards, especially to some of you guys that have multiple teams, just because I'll need a box for everybody. I imagine you guys aren't looking for a pile of 60 base cards out of Score anyways. I'll send the rookies obviously will all be sent, and some of the vets, but for example, if you have 7 Jordan Love base cards, I'm probably not gonna send you all 7, as long as you're okay with that. Jake, we just sell or post our breaks right in the Facebook group, which is Graded Investors, spelled just like this. If you look this up on Facebook, that's where we do most of our breaks. I would say we are probably majority football, but Josh, who runs most of our breaks, I'm a small percentage of the breaks. Josh does do basketball and baseball, as well as some random items here and there. We initially started with eBay, but now we're pretty much predominantly Facebook. So if you just look up Graded Investors over on Facebook, one of us will be able to accept your invite if you're not in it already. I know we have a Donruss Elite break posted right now, as well as a there's also a 2023 Select. Awesome. I'll see if it popped up. Well, maybe you're already in there because I didn't see it pop up. But welcome if you're a first timer, or welcome if you've been around. My name is also Jake. You guys watching baseball tonight, or be watching the Saints and the Broncos? Oh, that was quick. Awesome. I'll run one more quick little pad across the break surface here. We'll start with Score, so I'll move Luminance off to the side just a little bit. Well, welcome. We're mostly Facebook. I know, mostly football in our Facebook group. We did a lot of basketball with Wemby last year. I'm not sure how much basketball will happen this year, with you're not really being that guy. As far as baseball goes, Josh does a ton of Chrome and Bowman and some different things. We do our best to make our breaks pretty affordable for since we're not on eBay anymore. And we just love breaking, both of us. We break from separate places, but a lot of the guys hop in all of our breaks. Mike, I think I gotta bring the budget breaks back, like the pick a team, get a random team. I think I'm gonna try some of those again this year. All right, we'll get into score. Holy crap. I feel like it's a bunch of fat packs, but it's actually hobby. But I've never, like I said, I've never opened scored hobby before. I'm not sure if autos are backwards or forward. I don't plan on calling out all 400 cards once I kind of see the layout of the pack. Then I'll probably skip the huge, like the first 26 base cards or whatever the heck it is. We'll get into it. The light doing all right today, Mike. I know I look into the light so it gets real bright, but I want to make sure. I know these cards aren't as shiny as optics, so hopefully it won't be as much, or it won't be an issue at all. All right, let's get into it. So at first glance, just kind of peeking by. Outside of the green Kid Reporter, I like this color. New Kid Reporter. I mean, looks like, about there on must be inserts and rookies. We'll do the first pack straight up. I know they have like the anniversary things in here, and there are some of like the throwback styles. I believe they're bigger hits intergalactic, if that rings a bell. So Burns, Barry, Chase, Pitts, Bernie Kosar, that's an interesting one. Allen, Javante, Shaq, Buda Baker. Oh, we got some flipped cards. Jonathan Allen, Quincy, Kittle, Joe Thomas, kicker Jake Elliott. I do like Green Bay. I'm actually going to the game on Sunday. I would have did this break tomorrow night, but I'm going to the game early Sunday morning to watch them play Houston. Sterling Shepard, Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Dion, Kellen Winslow, Daniil Hunter, Rashi, Stroud, Dan Marino, Khalil Mack, Devontae, Buckner. It looks like we got our first parallel here. So, yeah, like I said, I'll kind of skip through the base now that I kind of got the layout of the pack, because I will hate my own voice by the end of it. We got Jeff Saturday on like a Prism boxy parallel here. And for you wondering, I do have Brett Favre over in the corner watching us. Dunze on the draft for the Bears. We got Kelsey on the franchise insert. Peyton Manning, looks like Men of Canton. Neighbors on the hot rookies. There we go. Jared Verse going out to the Rams. If you got any Ram fans out there, I snagged the Rams in one of Josh's breaks, chasing Blake Corum, and I got a bunch of this guy's autos, if anyone's interested. Johnny Wilson. Ray Davis, he's been playing really good. Malachi Corley. Dallas Turner. Mason Smith. Worthy, there we go. Burton and Braylon Trice. Not familiar with either of those guys. I know we're mostly looking for quarterbacks and some of these guys who've played really good these first couple weeks. I feel like these scorecards are really thin compared to like an optic or a prism without all the coating on them. I feel like they just slide right into the top loader nice and easy. As long as you guys are okay with it, about 5 minutes before kickoff, I'm going to take a live timeout where I'll be right here with you. But I'm just going to look through my fantasy teams quick to make sure I got everybody active. And I know I have a Kamara in a league or two, and he's questionable as of me starting this break. So I got to make sure I don't have him in if he doesn't play. I'll show you guys my squads, and you can harass me. Alright, so let's kind of skip through the base. I don't know if this one's supposed to be backwards. Oh, alright, so we got a numbered card. We got Adrian Peterson out of 50 on the gold. I was going to say, if this is an auto, holy smokes. You got a beautiful AP on the 39 out of 50. There you go, Mike. First big hit of the break. Can't go wrong with an AP. Hey, Mike, there'll be tons of breaks out there this year. I don't know if... I was looking for Roman Wilson autos online the other day. I couldn't find much. We got John Elway on the Canton. Jamar Chase on the franchise. Bo Nix on the hot rookies. There we go, Denver. Sasha getting on the board. And Jane Daniels right to follow, going out to Keith. Jalen McMillan, Tampa. Keon Coleman, that's a good hit. Imani Bailey. Devontae Walker. Gabriel Murphy, going out to the Vikings. Troy Fatanu. Braylon Allen, I think this is my favorite guy in the draft class. Cameron Kinchins and a Neighbors. Back-to-back Neighbors. Yeah, Jake, you're not kidding. So I joined a league, and the league was going into year 11. But it was my first year. It was a 4-person keeper league. And it's one of the ones where you sacrifice the draft pick, one higher every year. So my keepers were the guy had kind of butchered the team a little bit, and he was known for not doing well. But I took over, and I'm 6-0. But my first two, Jefferson, Mike Evans, and Michael Pittman as my keepers. And my first two picks were Saquon and Kamara. And they have been very good for me this year. I didn't know all the guys in the league, and they just assumed I was going to suck because I took over the last place team, and thankfully I've done really well in that league. Daniels and Knicks. Outside of Caleb Williams, the two hot guys off the board. I had opened one score blaster just for myself, and I had listed some of the rookies out of it, and I mean some of the base rookies, like just this style, they were selling for a couple bucks a piece. All right, we'll skip through the base again, and I'll make sure to go through them and make sure I don't miss anybody that like it hits or anything. Oh, look at that, Mike. J.J. McCarthy with I'm not sure what parallel this is, but it's got the little boxes, like a digital box around it. We got JJ right here. If we hit a couple, even a couple base McCarthy's, Mike, we might have to chat, and I might have to buy one off you for my Michigan collection. But we'll see what happens when we get there. We got Jahmyr Gibbs on the franchise. Anthony Richardson on the emerged. That's a neat looking card. Dallas Turner going out to Mike. Looks like our first auto. Austin Booker going out to the Bears. There we go. Tomas. Defensive end. I'm not super familiar with him. UCF. Thankfully, the Packers haven't played the Bears yet. But the NFC North is hot right now. I mean, who knows where this division's going, truthfully. Yeah, Frank Gore Jr., Cade Stover, the Texans, Ohio State, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, he's been playing great. Marshawn Lloyd going out to the Packers. I hope he gets healthy. Andrew Phillips, Joe Alt, awesome tackle so far. Jonathan Brooks, I'm really excited for him to be healthy. And Michael Penix on the back. What are your guys' thoughts on the Steelers saying that they're gonna potentially start Wilson this week over Fields with how good their start's been? Any thoughts on that? Mike, you're off to a hot start, I'll tell you that. Alright, skip through some of the base. This must be a numbered card. The Steelers going up to Nick. That's what I was thinking too. Oh, Jalen Warren on the veteran auto. That's not what I expected. Maybe this is a bonus card. Maybe it counts. I'm not sure. Not a bad auto. A flashy little JW. He's been quite successful over there in Pittsburgh. Alright, then we got a numbered card right after it. So we got a Kamal Haddon, and that is 18 out of 100, sorry, on the blue parallel. Drake May on the QB. JJ right behind it. Back to back to back. I think the same thing, Keith. We got Lamar Jackson on the franchise. Looks like Dion on Canton. Austin Booker. Newton. Terrion Arnold, he's been playing great. McKee Wingo. Marius Mims. Eric All, the Michigan man's been playing great. Jeremiah Trotter. Daniels, there we go, Keith. And a Roman Wilson. I think Roman Wilson will do better with Russell Wilson now that he's starting to get reps, but the team overall is not struggling right now. I think we hit all the QBs but Caleb so far. I'm not familiar with Kamal Haddon either, but I mean, he went to Tennessee, so he's an SEC guy. He can't be bad. It looks like he's a corner. All right, we're only a third of the way through. I'm actually gonna throw this the box itself up here. Hope I don't think it'll be in the way. Just to put the stacks of base cards in it until I go through it. I'm not sure how many cards are in the set. A JJ Auto would be sick. I haven't seen much of that out there. Alright, we got couple upside down cards. Alright, looks like here's our first insert. That looks like a Dak Prescott on the squares parallel. I'll call it the squares. Terrell Davis, Jefferson. We got Lad McConkey on the hot rookies. Josh Newton on our auto going up to Cincinnati, which I believe is was that Tomas, or is Tomas in the other one? No, that's you, Mike. Mike with the Bengals. Who are you chasing on the Bengals, Mike? Josh Newton. TCU. Kool-Aid McKinstry. I haven't really heard much about him being successful yet. Jatanian Sanders. Roma Dunze. Cedric Gray. Fisk. Jamari Thrash. Is he a Brown? Yeah, he's a Brown. Kalen King. Leonard Taylor. And Trey Benson. Jenkins. Yep. I knew there was one. I couldn't remember who it was. I kept wanting to say the safety that just got hurt, but he's not a rookie anymore, I don't think. I think he might have been in the league for 2 years now, from Michigan. DJ sound right? DJ? I don't know why I'm struggling to think of the name. Michigan guys have always kind of flocked to Cincinnati in some way. All right, pack number 6 out of 10 here. Watson to George Karlaftis. We got George Karlaftis out of 100. Trevor Lawrence. Michael Strahan. Jordan Travis. I think the guy I'm talking about on the Bengals is not a rookie anymore. Baker Mayfield. Liatu Latu. Peyton Wilson. Xavier Legette. I really like that guy too. Aina Smith. Spencer Rattler. Jenkins, there we go. Drake May. Brian Thomas. And Kamari Lassiter. Another pretty big pack. The Bengals have someone in the secondary that went to Michigan. I just can't think of his name at the moment. And I know as soon as one of you guys say it, I'm going to be upset with myself. What do you guys have for predictions for tonight's game? Think it's going to be low scoring? You think these guys are going to potentially light it up? I mean, the Saints have been, even with Rattler last week, they scored 40-some points, but Denver doesn't allow any points. Chiefs are hitting. Mike has picked all of the right teams. I can tell you in just a second. Let me grab my phone. You think Broncos are going to score that much? Bengals roster. Holy moly. Alright, so we'll pull up the Bengals roster here. Complete curiosity. DJ Turner. I do have something. See, I told you. I was confusing him and Dallas Turner. I think that's what got me. All right, 4 packs of score to go. Good reporter off the back. Base. We got Kincaid on our squares parallel. We got an emerged Drake May. Aaron Rodgers on the franchise. Our first Marvin Harrison on the emerged. Steve Young. Tyler Nubin. Another Marvin Harrison. There we go. Hey, Mike, me too. I went through that box with you that one day. Michael Hall. A Brown. Jackson Powers. Kamal Haddon. Ennis Rakestraw. I didn't know this guy was a rookie. I was impressed with how he's been playing too. Junior Colson. Byron Murphy the second. And Max Melton, who's also impressed me. Good box there good pack there for the Cardinals. Two Harrisons on the board. I think Caleb is really the only one that hasn't shown up yet. Now we've hit 3 autos. We should see at least one more. I'm not sure if Warren counts against us or not, being that he wasn't a rookie. I personally like ripping. Hey, I don't want too much credit, Mike. We got 400 cards here. Hopefully the cards fall in our favor at least a little bit. We'll rip through the base. Alright, we have Ramondre Stevenson. Tua. Trey Benson on Hot Rookies. Bo Nix, there we go, Denver. Sasha. Oh my gosh. If this is the auto. There it is. Blake Cormato. Keith, you gotta let me know how much you want for it. Kingsley Suamatia. Holy smokes. As soon as I saw it, I knew it. There. Michael spoke it into existence. We got Grayson Murphy. Brandon Dorless. J.J. McCarthy. Jane Hicks. Nate Wiggins. Elijah Jones. Cole Bishop. And a Rook Ororo. Holy smokes. Oro. I just want you guys all take a minute to read that last name. It's got to be Ororo or something along those lines. I really do not know. That's a good one right there. Congrats, Keith, on the auto. I chased this once. I was not successful. I'm not sure the value on it, but if you're still in here, we will be in touch. Sadly, no number or anything. Well, Keith, it was your auto, but hopefully it'll be mine. You let me know. It was Blake Corum, if you are only listening. Alright, I gotta grab a few more. I gotta grab another pack of sleeves quick. I'm down to my last 5 out of this pack. Everything's gonna stay right there. I suppose I'm only going a few feet. You never know that we still have a couple more autos to get out of Luminance. We still have 2 packs here. Like I said, I'm not sure if Warren was a bonus auto or if that counts as one of the 4, as it's my first time. Absolutely, Keith. I almost bought one today, as I got the Rams and Josh's break just to. So I have a signed Corum jersey. Have I ever shown you the jersey, Mike? I'll show you right now, since it's just a few of us in here. Well, it's going to be hard to get this into the camera, but Mike, I have this right here, and I have it signed right there, if you can kind of see it. And I plan on doing a big frame on my wall. I know it was. I'll have to take a picture and send it to you. It's hard to squeeze it under my camera onto my desk. But so I have that, and then I have a white Jabril Peppers jersey, both signed. Believe it or not, they're only each about, I will say $50 a piece. I want to say they're between 40 and 50, but I thankfully got them at good times. I got Corum's the year before the national championship. All right, so we got a backwards Michael Penix, number 4 out of 100. Good hit, Sasha. Yeah, so I plan on getting both of them with I have a bunch of Jabril Peppers autos already. He's really affordable, but I gotta get some Corums now so I can get them framed up. Levis, Saquon, Jaden Daniels, Bowers, first Bowers, and second Bowers. Kalen Carson, Darius Robinson, Gabe Hall, Adonai Mitchell, TJ Tampa, read it upside down, Javon Bullard, Talise Fuaga, and Malik Washington. Still whole note on that first Caleb Williams. Oh, I'm just so jacked up seeing that Corum auto. That makes my day right there. Doing this kind of stuff, like getting those kinds of cards, and I mean even getting like a numbered Penix card, seeing some of these rookies, this is just what makes my day. I'm not aware if Penix signs or not, to be honest. Alright, last pack of score. See if we can get a bonus auto, or maybe a numbered card, numbered less than 100. Oh, we got the AP to 50. Maybe something better than 50. Oh, we'll skip all the base. We got a Jerry Rice on the squares. Bijan on the franchise. Charles Woodson on Canton. Adonai Mitchell, draft day. Troy Franklin. This would be a cool auto, actually. Look at that. We got a bonus auto. Jalen Ward bonus auto. Because we got a Troy Franklin plays tonight. I think this guy gets good opportunity to play eventually here in this Denver offense. Because, I mean, he's playing with his college quarterback, for crying out loud. Brendan Rice, Chop Robinson, Michael Pratt, Tyler Guyton, Javon Baker, J.C. Latham, Theo Johnson, Bo Nix, and another Blake Corum. Yeah, I think Score gets the bad rap because they don't really have any crazy inserts. I mean, they have the case hits and different things, but I mean, we just opened a hobby box and it's. I mean, we did get the extra auto, which is great, but there's only a handful of inserts. We got 4 numbered cards. Each pack, I mean, there's 27, 28 base cards. But it's really not too bad. I kind of like I do personally believe there's too much product out there as far as different varieties and types, which is great for us collectors. But if they just improve the quality of some of it, maybe we wouldn't need a million different types, right? All right, looks like we can do luminance now. I might not even have to bore you guys with my fantasy team. Maybe I'll do it at the end just for fun, just before we got about 10 minutes. Yeah, between Score and, I mean, this break was, I priced it, I thought, pretty affordable considering what we put in. I'm trying to move away from the 2023 stuff as it's harder and harder to fill those breaks, but some of you guys that are, in break after break, if you want to see anything from, 2023 still, or even if you and a couple guys wanted to split a box or something like that, don't be afraid to reach out to Josh or I. All right, so we got 4 packs of luminance. It's also my first time opening luminance. We got ultra rare inserts, animation, luminosity, and more. Rare ink variations. I know they have some different colors. We got on cards I know what to look out for. I'm guessing we got a couple numbered cards. Even though this is 10 cards, it feels so little after having the 40 cards. Alright, pack number 1. Good luck, everyone. We got David Njoku. Oh, I thought we were going on a kick here. Josh Jacobs, which will be a Packers card, not a Raiders. It does say Packers on it. Fred Warner. Myles Garrett. Dynamic rookies. Brian Thomas. Holy smokes, that's 5 out of 10. There we go, Jacksonville. Nick, 5 out of 10, Brian Thomas. I'm set that down. I'm not sure if Gilbert Brown has our auto or not. I know Gilbert Brown does sign, but that would be, in my opinion, a little disappointing as we're chasing the rookies. But we did get a illuminated ink. So this is our big auto here. It is a really sweet card, just not what we're looking for. So Gilbert Brown going out to Craig and the Packers. 24 out of 100. This thing is thick. I had this thicker top loader over here for the patch card that we're supposed to get. We ended up with a big thick auto. We got another Brian Thomas. This one is out of 299. Darius Robinson. Jaden Hicks. And a Joe Milton going out to the Patriots. Not the quarterback we prefer as a Patriots guy, but... Two numbered Brian Thomases in the same pack. I'm not sure if Nick's in here. But that's awesome. I wasn't expecting that out of 10 card. It was in a weird spot. But I guess I don't know Luminance either. Alright, these two are thicker than this one. So we're going to take the thin one first. I don't know if there's any meaning to it or if there's fillers. Or this might just be a regular auto and maybe we have one thick and one patch. I'm not sure. We will find out. We got a couple different colors in here too. So we got McCaffrey right up the top. Alvin Kamara. Travis Etienne. We got David Montgomery on the Unforgettable. That card looks really neat. I'm not sure the significance of it. Or if it's a case hit or anything. Geno Smith, 15 out of 50 on the orange. With a Jalen Ford for the Saints out of 25 right behind it. Going out to Keith. Oh, don't even. Back-to-back Packer autos. Year 1 Michael Pratt. This is an on-card auto. Going out to Craig. I'm not sure if Michael Pratt got put down on the practice squad or if he's a free agent. As after that Malik Willis move. But we got a Michael Pratt on the board. 2 Packer autos. Who would have thought? As a Packers fan. Packers and Michigan fan, we're channeling them in this one. Would have really liked to be one of the other guys, but Mike, any knowledge of the unforgettable David Montgomery on the... I mean, it's got kind of the rainbow tint to it. That one's going out to Keith. If you guys like Luminance, if you enjoyed Josh's Luminance break, we could always try and do another 2 or 3 box of Luminance. It's just only 40 cards, so... Alright, to finish our rookies of that pack, we got Johnny Wilson to the Eagles, Kool-Aid McKinstry to the Saints, and Richard Jabunar to the Seahawks. And that was our thin pack. Michigan players, man, that's the stuff right there. All right, we got Jalen Waddle. Freaks me out that every first card is starting out sideways. DK Metcalf. Nick Chubb. Puka. Oh boy, what is this? This looks important. Engaged Myles Garrett. No number. But that is sharp looking. I should have did a little bit of research on Luminance. Now I feel really bad that I don't know what these inserts are. But this thing looks sweet. We got Engaged Myles Garrett. Good hit, Mike. Yeah, Michigan. I think Michigan has a good chance. All right, we got Ramondre Stevenson out of 150. Tyreek Hill on the jumbo patch out of 50 right behind it. It actually got like a little tear in it. Going out to Nick with Miami. I'll have to grab another thick top loader for that. Cooper DeJean, Talise Fuaga, and a Marvin Harrison to go with it. Mike, any idea what that is? You able to look it up? I'll put it right there. Engaged Myles Garrett. I'm curious about both that one and the Montgomery. That was a really good game, wasn't it? Wasn't it like 49-50, Keith? There was like a crazy comeback, and they ended up winning, if I remember. Yeah, I'm going to the Packers-Texans game on Sunday. All right, last pack of Luminance. Good luck, everybody. We should see an auto. Crazy that we haven't seen a Caleb Williams yet. Looks like we got a real thickie in here. I don't know if it's an RPA. We got a Kyron Williams on top. TJ Watt with a Dalton Kincaid. And a Travis Kelce. Ah, that's what happened. All right, Travis Kelce covering up our savage CJ Stroud. That's an awesome looking card too. Sadly, it's not a rookie, but that's okay. Houston to Tomas. Sky Moore. So it looks like we only got one rookie auto. Sky Moore on the other auto out of 50. Going out to Mike. Mike picked all the right squads today somehow. Mike's been on a heater here with Jake's Funky Breaks. I gotta put that up here too. We're gonna put this savage CJ Stroud right away. I would imagine it's still a pretty nice hit. We got a Sam Hartman out of 175. I didn't know the Commanders picked Hartman also. Xavier Legette. Ennis Rakestraw. Oh, and we got a Jaden Daniels on the back. So two commies quarterbacks in this one. In this pack alone, I should say. Hartman out of 175. That purple color is pretty sharp. It's almost like the commies purple. Luminance was pretty successful. Our autos could have been a little better. But we hit a rookie quarterback auto and two vets. I'm going to look up those three cards quick just to kind of, out of curiosity, see what kind of success we had. I mean, honestly, our numbered Brian Thomas card is a pretty big hit, too. We'll look up these three. I'm going to grab a top loader for those two big cards. Sky Moore with the year 2 RPA. I'm not really sure what happened with Sky Moore, because I thought he was going to be really good. Pretty sure he went to Western Michigan. And going into that, Kansas City offense, I thought he was going to be a threat, but to my knowledge, he's a practice squad guy. I don't believe he's on the active roster. I'm not really sure why Panini must have just thrown his leftover autos into this year. But it is a cool RPA. The Tyreek patch is actually really cool out of 50. I like that it's torn up a little bit. I mean, it's not from any specific game or event. No. It does look like. We'll go on to eBay. We'll check the comps on these three things out. So we got Engaged, Miles, Garrett. Oh, looks like maybe only about a $5 or $6 card, so I guess that's not a case hit. Didn't think you were selling it anyways, Mike, because it is really sweet. Savage, CJ Stroud. Yeah, but $10, $15 card. Nothing super crazy. Didn't know if we hit something crazy here. 1, 4. Montgomery. Yeah, but $10, $12 card here. Nothing super insane. Couple nice hits though. I mean, getting a decent card like that doesn't suck. We'll do a quick recap of our major hits. Then I'll run through my fantasy teams before I sign off. So feel free to stay, but you don't have to. I won't go through all the base rookies that we had. Chiefs had a great break, Mike. I don't even think I realized how many great Chiefs cards we hit. Alright, so we got the Sky Moore RP out of 50. Karlaftis out of 100. Troy Franklin on the auto. Our autos were all pretty good. Michael Penix out of 100. Blake Corum on the auto. Josh Newton. Kamal Haddon out of 100. So we had 3 different numbered Chiefs cards. Jalen Warren on the bonus auto. Austin Booker. AP out of 50. Engaged Michael Garrett. Savage Stroud. We got Sammy Hartman out of 175. Our big numbered card here, Brian Thomas out of 10. 5 out of 10 on the print. We got a Brian Thomas right after that out of 299. Ramondre out of 150. Jalen Ford out of 25 for the Saints. Unforgettable Montgomery with a Tyreek Hill on the jumbo patch out of 50. The Packers at 2 autos out of Luminance. Michael Pratt on the on card. And Gilbert Brown out of 100 on the thickie. We had quite a few base rookies. We actually didn't see one Caleb Williams out of all 450 cards. We had a handful of Daniels and Drake May, a couple Bowers, a lot of Nicks and McCarthy. Those will all be taken care of for you guys. I'm going to rip through my fantasy teams quick. Don't feel obligated to stay. Just I wanted to mostly check Kamara and see what his status was. As of now, he's still supposed to play. Look at this one, ranked number 1, 6-0. I don't deserve it. I should have lost last week. Now this is the league where I can keep 4 keepers, and the injury bug hasn't hit me too hard yet. But I got real lucky with the running backs with Barkley, Kamara, and Mixon. With Jefferson, Evans. That one looks okay. I am projected to lose in this one. My Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs team. But looks like we're good to go. Make sure I don't have any vacancies, open spots. This team I'm really hurting for running back. ETN keeps getting beat up on me. We'll check I got 3 on Sleeper, 2 on NFL, and 2 on Yahoo. This team I'm happy with, but I haven't been able to get the wins. This is just a fun league. It's 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 7 flexes. Just kind of a fun league that me and my buddies have been doing for a couple years. I can probably drop Mike Williams now, but Nico Collins and Puka on my IR has just absolutely killed me. This is probably my longest running fantasy league. I'm a 3-time champion in this one, but I'm off to an awful start this year. Even though I really like my team. I did win last year out of the 8 spot, so you just got to get hot at the right time. I got Rashi Rice and Pacheco on the IR. I've been thinking, maybe I'll do it. I'll pick up Juju and drop Ford, because we don't really need Ford anymore. I'm going to pick up Jalen Warren too, more as a handcuff, because I don't really need Xavier Hutchinson. He didn't really do anything last week. My Yahoo teams, nothing special. Baker, Garrett Wilson, Brian Thomas, Montgomery, Braylon Allen, Laporta, A.J. Brown. I have 3 tight ends in this one because the scoring's a little bit different. I lost Nico Collins, but I have Kraft, Goddard, and Laporta. So I got a pretty decent arsenal. 2 good defenses. I'm 2-4 in this one, but a lot of close losses. And this other one, I'm 4-2. And I lost last week with the Marvin Harrison injury. But that's okay. Can't win all of them. I have both of the Bucs running backs, and I keep playing the wrong one. My running backs are a little soft here, but I got Tyreek, Devontae, and Marvin Harrison, which is a pretty good trio. And that's about all. Looks like we're good to go for fantasy for the day. That's all I got for you guys tonight. I'll get this cleaned up and shipped out. It'll take me a little bit to go through the base cards, so it'll give me a few days. I'll hopefully have it in the mail early next week, depending on what I can get done for sorting before going to the game. Have a great football Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Any hesitation or questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me. Couple breaks listed up on the featured still.